Hey everyone, it's Rupert from Horseboy, and we are here at the HHH Ranch with the amazing Christine, just outside of Chicago. And they do incredible work with kids, with veterans, with all sorts of special needs, and basically just bringing happiness and neuroplasticity to our fellow monkeys through amazing ponies. But they're not just a great therapy facility. They also are a horse rescue. And when I say a horse rescue, you're going to really understand what this means in just a minute. But before we get there, Christine, just tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so we take in everything, not just horses, so farm animals.
They took in me, for example.
This has been our hardest case so far. So if
I was skin and bone.
Yeah, we put some meat on him. So we take in a little bit of everything, but we get the most extreme cases. So we go and bid on horses at auction for slaughter, but also we get a ton of calls from the community. So we will have people come up and say, listen, my neighbor, they don't care for their animals. They are wasting away, but it's so hard to prove abuse and neglect. So I go up to homes and I knock and I say, hi, I'm Christine. I run this rescue and we're so low on animals. You know, I need it for my therapy program. Would you ever think about giving up your horse, and I'll give you a tax credit letter? And if they say no, I whip out $300. I've never had anyone say no. I always have the trailer. I load the animal up and we take them. But we also now work with seizure cases where we get called from animal control and the sheriff's department, which is our two newest.
So before we go look at these horses, I want you guys to know that the little bits of film that you saw cut together of our Taquine program, which is how we introduce the beginnings of classical dressage, both for horse welfare and for working with people with trauma and so forth, which is what we've been here doing today. Those horses we were working with were rescues that once looked like this. Would you take us over and show us who just came in today?
So we've had these guys 10 days. We have a gelding that is 18 to 20 years old. And then we have a mare that's about 8 to 10 years old. This gelding scores out of 2. The mare scores out of 3. So they are several hundred pounds underweight. They both had different owners that were on a property, and the actual owner of the property had 2 horses that were completely healthy. So that owner knew what horses should look like, and no one called us about their condition. Instead, there was a fire on the property, and when the sheriff's department was there, they just happened to be shining a light, poking around, and happened to find these 2. So it's really unfortunate that a lot of the times that we're getting these calls, it's not from someone that's living on the property.
And I got to say, you know, I have not seen a horse in this condition since I lived in India. And what is shocking to me about this is it takes effort to get a horse this emaciated.
Yeah, no, they told us that they looked like this simply because they didn't have shelter since January. This is, you didn't feed an animal. Our guys, they have a run-in shed they can go into, and they choose not to right now. This is, you starved them. So although we would hope that this is rare, we have horses that are just on the other side here that 6 weeks ago were in worse condition than these guys.
So it's incredible that in America in this day and age, outside Chicago, on the prairies, which is a grassland, this can happen. But so listen, guys, I want you to support HHH because they are taking these horses, they're rehabbing them, and they're turning them into these incredible horses that you've been viewing in these clips of what we've been doing this weekend. And they go into service, and they go and they find wonderful homes. So we're going to come back here in a few months, and we're going to see the transformation that Christine and her team have achieved with these guys. But
we are doing a fundraiser for their names.
Oh, how will people find the fundraiser?
So we're going to be posting it next week on Facebook, that we're first going to be asking for names, and then we'll post all of the names onto our fundraising page, and people will put money towards those names. The top 2 names, those will be.
So where can people find you?
So you can either go to Facebook and type in HHH Ranch, so that's HHH Ranch, IL, for Illinois, since we're based in Illinois, or you can simply go onto our website, and that's just HHHranchil.org.
And just a plea from the heart, lads, those of us in the horse community, like Christine, that are out there actually in the front line of these cases, please support them. A few bucks here goes a very, very long way. I think we can all agree that that would be money well spent. So thank you so much, Christine, for this work that you're doing. It's absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
And to your team. Hello.
Yes.
You guys landed
Right?
in the right place. You did.
Right here in
You
a
did.
good
You
spot.
did. You did.
Good job. Good
That's
job.
too cute. Thank you. Thank you, Rupert, for coming down with us.
It's been an honor, and I really look forward to seeing the miracle you make with these horses. Yeah.